Beds are scarce. Winter is here. A tent camp is growing outside New York's largest migrant shelter. So, what in the world is going on here? New York City actually doesn't have rows and rows of tents like San Francisco. It doesn't have a bunch of people sleeping on the streets. I mean, yeah, here and there, but generally New York is actually pretty good in terms of homeless shelters. But on any given night right now, some 3,000 migrants are sleeping lined up in massive heated tents with sweeping views of Manhattan skyline. I mean, it's getting worse. Even in the streets of Manhattan, we're seeing a lot of parks, a lot of gardens, a lot of high-end hotels, or just immigrants everywhere. Like, what in the world is going on? People are saying it makes no sense. Every single day, there's hundreds of people coming in. And the city's mayor is like, just let them in, but we don't really have a plan. And they're spending millions of dollars on this. And this is like this crisis that they created themselves. That's what everyone is saying. And New Yorkers are honestly pretty mad. If you check out the New York City neighborhood turn into a giant toilet as migrants litter the park with poop, leave cups of urine on doorsteps. And the reason why is they don't really have anywhere to go. The city allowed a bunch of people to come in with little to no preparation. I go to New York all the time to visit family. I used to go to Brooklyn, but with a lot of my family members going to Manhattan and checking this out, they say this stuff is real. It's everywhere. If you go to some of these parks in Manhattan, you will see this. Okay, overflowing of people, crowds and crowds of immigrants. And the city's like, yep, we don't really have enough rooms. Well, if you don't have enough rooms, then why'd you let everyone in? And it doesn't make any sense, right? And New York City's just getting crowded. Everyone is not happy. You also have a lot of people who do in New York do business, people who live in New York. They say it's absolutely mind-boggling to see the city council, the mayor, just let a bunch of people coming in. And what's the end goal here? Like, do they have enough housing for this? Absolutely not. They are so short of housing that the mayor, Eric Adams, had to link a new emergency plan of almost $80 million with the Hotel Association of New York to provide a last resort to shelter migrant workers. We're also seeing 15 hotels in Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx will make up the bulk of the rooms. And this is what's happening here. And New York's just taking the huge hit right now. You have buses coming in from Jersey City all the way to Manhattan. You got a lot of buses coming in from Texas. And New York City is like, just let them in. Let all of them in. And then you just have people sleep on the floor. I mean, New York City is almost like one of the last hotspots. It's not like San Francisco bad in the past, but still kind of bad. I mean, Manhattan was still pretty nice. You don't really see that kind of stuff. But now this migrant situation is getting worse. We're also seeing fights, a lot of violence going on. And it seems like I have no clue what I'm doing. If you check out this, we also have somebody who seems to be living in New York City, says it's endless. It's everywhere, sees a bunch of people coming in from Jersey City. And we're talking about hundreds of people coming to New York, some are coming from Penn Station. And you even have people basically guide them to Midtown and downtown Manhattan. The East Village and a lot of their parks are just filled with tents. You just have a bunch of people outside. New Yorkers are not happy, says it's just one giant hot mess. And this dude is saying the same thing. The mayor doesn't know what to do. He doesn't even have a handle on this. And this is what's happening. And even the mayor is being slammed right now for saying that the city's future has never looked brighter. Dude, there's a whole entire migrant crisis working on, and not a single New Yorker I know is happy about the situation, because New York City has received more than 170,000 asylum seekers since June 2020. That is a lot of people, guys. Remember, New York City, the 5 boroughs, it's about 7 to 8 million population, and when you suddenly add 170K people who don't know where to live, and the city's already facing a huge housing crisis, where are you supposed to house all these people? It's going to be another San Francisco. It's going to be another downtown LA where you just have rows and rows of tents. Every single park is going to have tents. And this is kind of the future of New York City. Home developers are not happy. The workers are not happy. Everyone is just super angry. And you know how New Yorkers get. They get mad real quick and they take no BS. And people are saying that the mayor is doing one of the worst jobs they ever seen. I mean, New York City, if you want to take this many migrants, I guess sure, but at least build like the shelters and stuff. Because now, so many of these parks, there's brawls everywhere over welfare. It's not great at all. Like what in the world are you doing? So thanks for watching, guys. Comment below. What do you guys think about this situation? Do you guys have a plan? So far, people are saying hundreds of people are still arriving in Manhattan every single day. And it seems like the situation is only getting worse. let's see what happens. Hopefully New York recovers, but if there's no plan, I don't know what's going to happen.